Hello guys, welcome back to Stereo X Studio, and in today's tutorial we will be learning how to draw or how to set up our page and also draw a grid line in AutoCAD. So I'm going to title this page setup and grid lines for this particular video. So we're going to do two in one, and we're actually starting a one bedroom series in AutoCAD. So I'm going to start from I'm going to teach you from the starting to the finish of the project and how you print it up, or maybe we might even render the project on here. Okay, so without wasting my time, kindly like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that, and also don't forget to also share and also comment on what you don't understand on this video. Okay, so without wasting my time, let's head on to our AutoCAD architecture software. So we are in our AutoCAD architecture. I'm actually using the version 2027 version, and what you're about to do, it covers with all. Okay, so don't worry, it's very easy and simple to understand. Okay, all right. So to start with the project setup, what do you mean by project setup? Project setup means you creating your folders and your files. That's the best way I can explain it. Okay, so let's get to see how it works. Okay, so to create a project setup, now that we're in AutoCAD software, you need to click on this icon. Just follow the mouse. Okay, you click on this icon. Click on this icon, and you see this pop-up menu has opened. So this pop-up menu is just like opening your file explorer. Okay, so I'm going to click on this, and I'll click on my project. Now you can see I have a tons of projects over here. So this is a sample project, this is a new project 2027, and the 80 multiple. So we are not going to work with this, we are going to create our own project. So this button here talks about creating a new folder, and this button down here also talks about creating a new project. So we are going to create a new project here, so I'm going to click on create a new project. So now you can see we have this pop-up now. So let me just open it up so that you see what we are doing here. Okay, so we have this pop-up menu here. So it's asking us to put in our project number. I'm going to put in project number 001, and the project name, I'm going to give a name of, let's say, one bedroom house. And for the project description, it's simply where you are going to put up your project. Okay, so I'm going to type in one bedroom house to be constructed at Spintex Road, Accra. Alright, so basically this is all the information that I want to put over there, and I'll click on OK. Bear in mind, when you come here, you might see this checked on. You need to uncheck that so that you won't get any template in here. Okay, because we didn't create any template. So I'm going to just uncheck this, and I'll click on OK. Now you could see that my project has been created over here, and it has been bolded. This tells me that my project is active and I'm good to go. Okay, so I'll click on close. Now after that, you are supposed to have this over here opened for you like this, but in case you don't see it, you click on this. So that is the project navigator. This icon, that's the project navigator. When you click on this, so the project navigator it displays the project files of the current active project. Okay, so very simple. Click on that, and it will bring out this project navigator. Okay, so now it's time for it to set it up. So to set this up, you are actually going to click on this edit button here, and you see this pop-up menu being open. Okay, so for this we are not going to do much here. I'm just going to turn this from low to yes, just change this to yes. And we're not going to work with anything here again because we won't need to change anything here. And also we will leave this over here. We will not be working with this. Okay, so just click on just maintain with the one that we just so these two. Okay, now click on OK. Now it's asking that the path options have been changed. Do you want to convert the existing external reference to a relative path? Yes, you need to press on yes to convert it to the particular that to the reference that we just did, making I think we can see that we change this all to yes, so we need to press on yes to fix that. Now you see that it has now changed the background. This tells us that we have now been successfully activated the current changes. Okay, so we are good to go from here. Now I'll go back to my project navigator. Now it's time for me to create my levels. So when we talk about levels simply means your elevations. Okay, your elevation, your ground floor elevation, your first floor elevation, your roofing elevation, to the number of levels that you are creating. Okay, but for this project we are going to maintain with only 2 levels, which is the foundation level and the ground level. Alright, so I'm going to click on the edit here, and now I have this bottom or this pop-up menu here. So my next thing is just to rename it. I'm going to name it ground floor. So ground floor plan. And for the floor elevation, I'm going to leave it at 0. And for the floor to floor height, I'm going to change it to 3000, which is about 10 feet. And for the ID, I'm going to change the ID to G. And the description, I'm going to give it ground floor plan. Sorry, ground floor plan. Alright, so I have my first level being created. The next one is going to be the foundation level, so I'm going to right click on that and add level below. So with it, I'm going to name it foundation. So foundation level. Okay, foundation level or foundation plan. Foundation plan coming. Alright, it's still active, so let me clear it. So foundation plan, and I'm going to copy this, and I'm also going to copy that because I'll need it when creating the other project. Okay, so come here, I'm going to paste that here. Okay, now these are the levels that I'll need for this project, but you can see that this project says 3000 and the foundation is not going to be 10 feet. I'm going to reduce that to 1000, and I'm going to change this to also 1000. Alright, so make sure always you have your negative sign here. Okay, make sure you always have your negative sign here. I'm going to change the ID to F. Now click on OK. Now click on yes, and now my levels have been created for me. Very simple and easy. And the next one I'm going to do is to create my construct. So I'm going to click on that and right click on that, new and construct. So this is going to be my ground floor, so I'm going to paste it up. So ground floor plan, and I'm going to take ground floor. The description is going to be ground floor plan. Okay, and I'll click on OK. The next one is going to be the foundation level. Click on that, and I'm going to check the foundation. I'll click on that and Control V. I'm going to paste the foundation. Description is going to be foundation. Control V, foundation, and OK. Now I'm good to go. The next one is going to be the fixtures. Click on new and ground construction and ground floor. So I'm going to create the fixtures. Basically, the fixtures are the what's the name? Are the materials or the things that are going to create inside your building. Okay, So pictures, and I'll click on OK, and I'm going to put that in the ground floor and click on OK. Alright, so now that we are done with our construct, I'm going to create elements. So the element, I'm going to put the grid lines in my elements. So it is going to be grid lines, and I'm not going to open it right now. And the next one is going to be the property boundary, which is going to be the site plan. Okay, so property boundary. Alright, so I'm going to draw my site plan here. Okay, and now guys, for the views and the sheets, we are going to do that as we continue, because we will need those from this from this construct. Okay, so there's no need for us to go here again. So the next one is to create our grid lines. Basically, before we started the video, I told you that we're going to create a grid line. So it's going to be a page setup or the project setup and the grid line. So I'm going to continue the grid lines in this. Okay, so I'm just going to open the grid line here, grid line element, and you can see that it has already labeled that for us with the project ID and the project name, which is the grid line, and the project number, which is 001. Okay, so now to create my grid lines, first I'll need to turn on my auto mode here, and the next one is to select my lines here. Okay, I'm going to select my lines, and now I can now go on to draw the rest. Okay, so I'm going to give this a distance here. I'm going to give a distance of 4,800. So 4,800. I'll click on OK or enter, and now I'll just draw this over here. And the next one is to click on offset. So I need to offset that. Okay, and I'm going to give another distance of 2,850. So 2,850. Now click on OK. Now it's asking to select the object, so I'm going to select the line that I drew over here, and I have my offset to here. The next line is going to be 1,860. So 1,850, and I'll click on OK, and I'm going to offset this line again to that side. My next one is going to be my bedroom, which is going to be 3,750, and I'm going to click on OK, which is 12 feet 6, and conduct. So now I have this line being drawn. So the next step, my next step is to do this. So I want you to trim this line off. So TR for trim. I'm going to trim that line off. Now all what I need to do is to draw another line crossing this place. So I have my sketch or how I want my grid line to appear on my screen. Okay, so the next step is to convert this into a grid line. So to convert this into a grid line, I'm going to select all the lines and head over to your two palettes here, and you need to scroll down to grid. Where is it? Grid or custom grids. So I'm going to right click on that, and I'm going to apply property to line work. Okay, so line work, and now it's asking for the label or the distance for the label. I'm going to give a distance of 1,500. Now click on OK, and now it's action. Erase the selected line work. Yes, I want to erase this selected line because I don't need it anymore. Okay, so I'll click on yes, and we see now I have my grid line being drawn. Very simple. Okay, so now I'll need to change my scale to 1:50 because that's the type of scale that I want to draw. I want to put in my drawings. Okay, so now I have this scale here. My next step is to label the grid line. So I'm going to click on this grid line, and now you can see that I'm having the grid ribbon. Okay, so I'll click on edit label from here, and I'm just going to edit label, and now it's asking to pick the first custom column grid. Okay, so I'm going to click on this: first, second, third, and fourth. Remember how you pick it up, that's how it's going to be labeled. Okay, so I'm going to click on edit from here, and I'm going to give my label. So A, now you can see that it has labeled it A, B, C accordingly based on how I picked it. Okay, so the next one is going to be this. Click on that, and also click on that, and I'll click on E, which is edit, and now press 1 to look for me. So now I have this done, and my grid line has been created very simple and easy. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and I'm going to label it. Okay, so I'm going to click on this. I'm going to pick from point, or pick from here and there, enter. I'm going to put it somewhere here. The next one, also pick from point P, enter, pick from here, there, and also there, and here. Okay, enter, and I'm going to put it here. Alright, so the next one is also going to be this point. I'm going to pick my first point and my second point, enter, and automatically I'm having this here. Okay, so guys, we are going to end this video here. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. And also from the comment section, comment on what you haven't or you don't understand in this particular video, and I'm going to do my best to explain it in the next video that I'm going to do on this series. So this is the end of episode 1, and also I'll see you in the next episode, which we are going to do the walls. So we're going to draw walls in the next episode. So thank you for joining, and also don't forget to like again and subscribe. See you in the next video.